Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And yes, this is a t-shirt that I wore when I was staying at that amazing place called Kedar Lodge. That's located on the R565, which is the main road to Sun City. And it's actually situated, let me show you on the map. Okay, just to be clear, I'm not being sponsored to put this video out, but whenever I first heard of Kedar, and after seeing this incredible Garden of Eden in the Northern Territory, I was just blown away. And that's why I sing its praises. No other reason at all whatsoever. I'm going to start off by showing you some video clips of what to expect when you arrive at Kedar. This place just exudes quality, and it is just not a grass blade is out of place. The statues that you're going to see are just magnificent, including the elephant, made out of metal. Huge elephant as you come in through the entrance of Kedar. From the moment you arrive at Kedar, you realize how special this place is. This is the car park lot where you park your car at reception, and on your walk to the reception, look at that, made out of metal. A cart drawn, or a wagon, not a wagon, a little buggy drawn by horses. Isn't that amazing? And if we just continue, outside reception itself, there are these two statues. One looks like a philosopher who appears to be reading from something, and the other one is what looks like an Indian askari who would have formed part of the British forces, I guess. And this is the main reception when you arrive at this beautiful, beautiful place. There you are, Kedar Country Hotel, Conference Centre and Spa. So that's its proper name. Okay. And there's a little placard, opened in 2006. And there's Paul Kruger's country house, which you can go and have a look at from here. And you can actually inquire and make bookings here. But this is the reception area. Good morning.
Good morning.
What a beautiful, beautiful place, huh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Wow.
With history.
I bet. Oh, I love it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How's your morning?
Very good. I'm just walking around taking photos and taking videos.
All right.
Even though it's raining, that's not dampened my spirits. It's just beautiful here. Yeah, absolutely. You worked here a long time?
No, this is my second year.
Okay.
In this department.
So you've been here a couple of years anyway.
3 years.
3 years, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. And good morning to you. What sort of work do you do?
I'm a front office manager.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So I make sure that your stays with us is always comfortable.
Oh, well, look, we've had a fantastic stay. Love all your posters and things.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You should come more often.
Oh, I wish I could. I'm from Australia.
You're from Australia?
I'm from Australia.
We're going to send you some video of this every time.
Well, I have to tell you that this is the most fascinating hotel I have ever been in. Ever. And I travel a lot. And it's because of the history. Every room you go to is just filled with history. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. And there's Paul Kruger on the wall there.
And then have you gone in the overall room?
No, that one there.
Please do.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Please do.
Look at all the, I mean, there's so much stuff here. It's absolutely amazing. And it's all historic. Wow. And there's an old piano here. I'm going through to another room. Look at this room here with all the different uniforms. I mean, there's no museum like this anywhere in South Africa. This is just extraordinary. Wow. And this is again another uniform. Boer War, British doctors' medical equipment. And here are all the British Boer War military insignia. Wow. It's just absolutely amazing. Anyone who lives in South Africa who has an interest in the Boer War, you've just got to come and look at this place. It's actually very close to Rustenburg. It's about 10 kilometers north of Rustenburg, which is where Paul Kruger's farm is and where you can go and look at his old house. Oh, look at these. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Another British uniform. Boer War badges, ZAR badges. Freystart badges. They've got the lot here. They really do. Wow. Commander J.P. Roux and his dress sword. There he is there. Oh, this is his actual dress sword here. So that's the original dress sword of that fella. Look at it. Oh, hang on, let me just go a bit further over there. Well, look at that. That's something you could pierce someone with, that's for sure. Wow. And over here we've got, it looks like, oh, seals of the Anglo-Boer War. Wow. I wonder if they've got light here. If you're on your way to Sun City, you can actually stop at Kedar, go and have a coffee there, go and have a look at Paul Kruger's house, which we'll see more of just now. You can walk around the grounds, get to see Cecil Rhodes' statue and all this sort of stuff. As the day gets, just go in, have a look around, get to meet the staff. The staff are fantastic, they really are. And if you stay at Kedar, believe me, it's like you're living in a different world. This guy, Robert Forsyth, who was a visionary behind everything that you see at Kedar, the hotel is now managed by his daughter and by his wife. And the rooms, this armory room, Boer War guns line the walls. There are posters of, historic documents, and there are artifacts. If you love South African history, this has got to be on your bucket list. Just to top the whole situation, you can go and walk through Paul Kruger's first farmhouse that he had in the Transvaal. It's on the property, the Kedar property. It's about a kilometer drive from where you actually stay. Not only that, you can see the bed that Paul Kruger slept on. Okay? Slept on. Paul Kruger, the President of South Africa.
All right.
Okay.
So we are at the Paul Kruger Country House Museum, and there a set of buildings here. Well, there are multiple buildings here. 5 in total.
Yeah.
And the first one is on your far right over there.
Okay.
And we'll go and see it a little bit closer.
Which is his farmhouse?
So, that's the first house he built on property, this white house that you see.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the next house he built.
Okay, so he built these houses.
And then this one was built for his son.
Okay. Yeah.
And that one was built as a schoolroom.
The yellow one.
And a church.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I'll give you more details. I just wanted you to sort of see the position.
Do you have a timeline when you first built the White House?
I have timelines for you.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you when we're
In the yellow one.
in the yellow one.
Right. So that's his son's house.
That's his son's house.
Okay, wow.
And
Look at the size of that plant with that beautiful flower that smells so good.
we're looking for sponsorship for this building.
Yeah.
Because she's very dilapidated.
Oh,
And
yeah, I can see that.
yeah, she's very dilapidated. She urgently needs help.
Yeah.
And then my father's vision inside there was to make it a museum for the concentration camps.
Oh, right. Wow.
So we're working on that.
Well, that's right up Rudy's area.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The John Penny's father schoolroom. Is that
Yes.
what he called it? Or was
No.
that?
So there was a gentleman called John Pennyfather.
Okay.
He's passed,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just a very important man when it comes to history. He did a lot of surveying
Yeah.
of land, and made big contributions.
The old schoolroom.
Old school room,
Wow.
and I'll tell you all about it.
So, did Lotto actually send you some money for this?
So that must have been before my time.
Ah, okay. Wow, look at the floor.
Yeah.
So, is that just mud on the floor?
So this floor, as well as 4 of the other floors,
Yeah.
are made of ox dung
Oh, so there is ox dung
and
now.
blood.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But I can say all of that for you
Yeah.
if you want on video.
Yeah.
You want me to go now?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Okay, so we're standing in the schoolroom, and this was built as a school for the week and then a church on the weekends.
Right.
The floor that you see is ox blood and dung, and there would have been mud in here as well, and so
Yeah.
that's how they did a lot of their floors.
Is this the original floor or have they added to it?
So it might. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think the original floor has been added to.
Right.
But different parts of this building have been preserved. Like they wouldn't have had ceiling boards like this.
Yeah, okay.
But there've been many different years of ownership. So we've had it for the past 30 years,
Yeah,
but it's over 100 years old.
right.
So it's had a lot of
Wow.
of
And it's
ownership.
pretty big, isn't it? It's about 20 meters long.
It is pretty big, but this they probably added to this.
Ah, okay. You think that's the original one and this has been added?
I think it's possible. I think you could have had
Yeah.
more kids and then added on to.
Right.
But we're not sure whether Paul Kruger built this building in his later years or whether
Yeah.
his son built it.
Right. Okay, the establishment of Rustenburg. Amazing.
So this room has basically has a bit of a story of Rustenburg
Right.
and the area. So here we start with some of the indigenous history
Yeah,
and what happened.
yeah,
Indigenous is an interesting concept.
yeah,
So they're not really indigenous.
yeah,
They all migrated. You know this.
yep.
From Central Africa. So it is strange that we call them the indigenous.
Well, they're not the First Nation, the Khoi
Yeah.
and the Sana.
There we go.
Yeah.
There would be our indigenous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go sort of, we have some chronological order here.
Okay, so we're moving forward in time here.
Yes.
The South
So
African
then we get
Second
to
Anglo-Boer War. Okay. Which your hotel just amazingly, yeah. Oh. The artifacts you've got are just incredible in there.
And we just wanted to display it for people to see.
Mm.
You know, it's not something that private collectors really do.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's such an important story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and
why you fell in love with it.
unfortunately the new generation don't seem to be as interested as the older generations.
It is a big tragedy.
Yeah. But this part here is interesting because it's kind of dug away a bit. It's like you can actually see down into the floor.
It looks like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Damage over the years, maybe.
Yeah.
So here we're looking at the first house that Kruger built himself on this property.
Right.
And when you go inside, again it's a cattle dung floor and blood.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting because it has peach pits inside the floor. And they said that that was for durability on the floor, but I've never seen that anywhere else.
Wow.
And then we've got a thatch roof and fairly simple. It's just
Yeah.
two segments in the house.
Yeah.
And we have a display inside there. Many years ago, the Rustenburg Museum shut down, and so they donated all their stuff to us. So this building here has a lot of the Rustenburg Museum's past pieces, and then we also have a very old bed in there that was in that other house that that you went
From
to look
Paul
at,
Kruger.
the Bronkhorst.
Yeah. Oh, from the Bronkhorst.
Yeah, so it's very,
So
very
that's the
old.
oldest bed in Transvaal, you could say.
Well, yeah, one of them, definitely, definitely.
All right, let's go round and
let's
have a look at the other side.
have a look.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure those people will be wrapping up and moving to the next building.
Yeah. Is your mum still waiting there for us?
I think so.
Oh, that's nice of
Yeah,
her.
because I think we'll go on the game drive with her.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just catch this little signboard here.
Yes.
Kruger Cottage,
1862.
1862. Wow.
The Hartebeest Huis. That's sort of what they would call these
Yeah.
houses.
Wow. Okay. All right, over to you.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know what to quite say.
Okay. So that's the front of the oldest Kruger house, Paul Kruger house,
Yes.
farmhouse,
And so this farmhouse was built in 1862.
right?
So he lived here in this house from 1862 to 73 when he built that house.
Yeah.
And he would have lived in here even with his children.
Right.
And I'm sure that they also would have put some of their children in the Bronkhorst case as well. So,
Well, they had 16 of them, so they had a problem.
yeah, absolutely. So it originally had
Wow.
thatch as well, but also reeds in the inside.
Yeah.
In the Transvaal, they would use a lot of reeds or like bamboo kind of looking reeds
Yeah.
for building. Also on the property, there's a lot of bamboo over there. So they probably would have used some of that as well. And then you'll notice around there some trees that should not be here because they're not indigenous, like the frangipanis. You can see
Yeah.
that they've been here for a long time.
They're huge.
There was a Madagascan baobab behind the house before,
Yeah.
so they say that when guests would visit from other countries, they would bring plants
Oh, right, as
and trees
gifts.
as gifts.
Yeah, right.
And unfortunately, some of them were invasive, but
Yeah.
not frangipani, so they are quite beautiful.
Yeah, and they smell good.
And they smell lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, can we go in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go in the
Oh, go in the back way. Right, okay.
we can most definitely.
Yeah. No, you go. Okay, we're just walking around the side of Kruger's house. And here's the back wall. Now these tours are all available through Kedar, the Kedar Hotel that we're staying at. And they're absolutely fantastic. And Sarah as I mentioned earlier, is the manager and co-owner of the hotel. So, Sarah, over to you.
Yes, please. Well, this one is sort of a walk around
Yeah.
and look inside. Not too much of the tour here, but I'll
Yeah.
point out some pieces.
All right.
We'll start with
Wow. Okay.
Hi.
So this is what I'm talking about.
Ah, the floor.
Peach pip floor.
Oh, wow. So a couple of loose pips there.
A couple of loose pips.
You can see where the traffic's going.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to go in?
Please, please.
Okay. I'll
So
just go and take.
so this is the bed that was in the Bronkhorsthuis.
So that's the oldest bed in the Transvaal.
Well,
You could say.
what-
It's probably one of the oldest,
it's
put it that
probably
way.
one of the oldest. So you can see here with the wood how they cut it and just beat
Wow.
another piece into it. They were very
Innovative.
very innovative.
Yeah.
So yeah, have a little look see around.
Yeah.
Some of these pieces are obviously older pieces, newer pieces.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been from a little bit further on.
Yeah. Now, what would this be?
I'm not exactly sure what it was. Maybe a music box of some sort.
It looks like telecommunication.
Some
Because you see, if you look at
surveying and drawing. Must have been a surveying.
It's
tool.
got like little holes here, like they're 4 different sizes or something you
Yeah.
put in.
Here it says surveying and drawing. So
Okay.
it must have been a bit of a surveying kit.
Yeah. And what's this here?
I think that's the plans for Rustenburg town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 1874. This was
Wow.
the plan. So here you had kerk and yeah,
Gee.
that was what the diagram looked like.
I wonder how many people know who was the designers of the vierkleur.
Does it say so there?
Martinus van der Hof and Anton Schubert.
Oh, there you go. Just
ontwerp.
keep it up there.
Hulle gebruik die kleure, Nederlandse vlag, rooi, wit en blou en voeg daarbey 'n simboliese groen paneel. Die vierkleur was designed by Martinus van der Hof and Anton Schubert. They adopted the colors of the Dutch, the flag, red, white and blue. Die vierkleur word op 6 Januarie 1857 vir die eerste keer op Potchefstroom gehuis. Eerwaarde Dirk van der Hof verduidelik die betekenis van die vlag. I just wanted to tell you, do you know the meaning of the color of the vierkleur?
No.
We're still at Paul Kruger's farmhouse, and this is a little building with a statue in it. What's the significance of this?
So,
Susie?
this is actually very significant, and it's a tragedy that the story is not more well known.
Yeah.
So, this young lady's name was Emily Back.
Right.
She was a governess for an Afrikaans family,
Yeah.
actually. And a battle broke out near Costa River,
Yeah.
and she found a horse that was abandoned by a wounded soldier, and she got onto it, and she rode into the live and active battlefield to try rescue men.
Wow.
Try rescue soldiers, try bring some of them back. She
Yeah.
rode to try find a doctor into town. So she was very heroic. I think it was the Welsh troops and the Australian troops
Right.
tried to recognize her. They gave her some of their belongings.
Wow.
The British Empire never recognized her and never gave her anything, and she never got a medal. But Jan Smuts referred to her
Yeah.
as the woman or the girl who was an honor to South African womanhood.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's quite
That's
an
amazing.
accolade. And
Emily Back, I've
was-
never heard of her.
She was a 19-year-old girl, hopped
Wow.
on a horse, rode into a live battlefield.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ja,
And that's her little plaque underneath.
And that's a little flower.
when we took a drive yesterday to Swartruggens,
Yes.
I told you that school of Oom Powell.
Yes.
So if you go in there at the main gate, you
Yeah.
turn left
Yeah.
and you turn left again.
Yeah.
You just rode along, or you ride along with that road.
Yeah.
You'll find, old cemetery on the left hand side. Just after that, cemetery. That's where she is buried.
Oh, wow.
I'll put it on the video
Yeah,
for you
do that.
when I did that tour with Martin.
Yeah.
Very, very special, and you can barely find anything written on
Yeah,
there.
there's so much
Yeah.
about Emily Hobhouse. That's why I thought it was.
Well, I mean, she is also so. I mean,
She did amazing stuff.
The sad thing is, so many people know about Emily Hobhouse. Do you know of Marie Koopmans de Wet? She was the lady in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Like this.
No,
Or just stand there and just take this.
yeah.
Man, it's actually a fascinating story. This girl was about 14 years old. So this is Emily Black, which you have just been told the wonderful story she did by rescuing,
Yeah,
wounded soldiers.
yeah,
Many people know about Emily Hobhouse in South Africa, the wonderful work that she did. But there was a lady in Cape Town called Marie Koopmans de Wet.
yeah,
Now, in Rustenburg, during the Anglo-Boer War, there was a young lady, more or less 14 years of age. She had a friend that got ill, Alice Draper.
yeah,
So one night, Alice was very ill, and let me just get to her name now.
don't worry, we'll get back to the name.
All right. Then her granny sent her to her mother's tent to go get some medicine for
Yeah.
Alice Draper. So when she was out of her tent, a joiner saw her,
Yeah,
and he went to the 2 British officers that was in power of that concentration camp in
Yeah.
Rustenburg, and he reported her
Oh,
to Susan Hell. He reported her to the British officer. So the British officer told him, go and get her. And I think she was very good looking, etc. So when she got to the tent, they saw, but and they asked her, you're not, they told her, but why were you out of the tent? And she tried to explain she went to go and fetch some medicine. So this farrier, this joiner, Skutter, held her hand behind her back while these 2 British officers raped her.
oh no.
So while the one was busy, she bit off one of the British soldiers' ears. So they were drinking rum. Those bottles were quite
Yeah.
thick.
Yeah,
So he took the bottle and he hit her very hard, and they thought she was dead.
yeah,
So there was a black man in that concentration camp, always collecting and cleaning up the camp. British officer told, this Skutter to take her down and go and dump her body before the next day. So while he was, similar like a wheelbarrow,
yeah,
took her body, she fell off. I'm sure they gave him liquor as well.
yeah,
So she was lying sort of like outside the camp. So this black man came and he saw this girl, and he saw, but she is still alive.
yeah,
So with his crooked wagon, took her to the cave where him and his wife were hiding behind the back at Wimber. So they looked after, tried, so that she can get healed, etc. This black man in that concentration camp, obviously picking up some, coins and stuff.
yeah,
And he was a friend of the person that drove the postkoets.
yeah,
What is it, the mail cart during those days. And he said to him, listen, I have a girl here. She needs to get out, and find some job. Whatever he had with him, he actually paid that guy of that postcard. What is the right word for it? Postkoets. But they delivered the mail with this cart and horses.
yeah,
She got onto that cart and horses, and the first stop was Bloemfontein. So obviously she was very afraid. So she took on the name of Alice Draper. She got on the train, and on the way to Cape Town, there was a photographer, and he started to chat with her, and fortunately she could speak a bit of English, and he asked her, where are you looking for work, etc., and he offered her a job. So eventually, when the train arrived at Cape Town, she got out of the train, but she, obviously with all the nervousness and the worries that she can get caught, because surely if she was caught, they would have killed her.
yeah,
You know, I'm sure they were court-martialed if those two British officers, superiors, found out they raped her.
Yeah.
So there was a lady at Cape Town Station, and who was this wonderful lady? Marie Koopmans de Wet. Her museum is in the middle of Cape Town City in Strandstraat. And how I got hurt, you know, how I heard of this story, I had an operation, I was injured on the border. And this specialist, you know, he said to me, what do you do? I said to him, Anglo-Boer War documentaries. To cut a long story short, she asked, she saw that Susan Nell, you know, needed some help. So she helped her, and she said, you know, do you have a place to stay? No. But they were very well, you know, rich people. So she took Susan Nell in, and Susan Nell had to wear a little hat. Because of the injury with the bottle that he hit her in her face. So they were having supper one night, and Marie Koopmans de Wet told Susan Nell, you know, we don't eat with a hat on, please take your hat off. And when she didn't want to, but eventually she took it off, and she started to cry, you know, furiously. And then she told Marie Koopmans de Wet what happened to her. Anyway, they actually, you know, collected clothes, Marie Koopmans de Wet, for the poor women and children in the concentration camps. So there's a farm there, Spier Landgoed, in Cape Town. There's a monument there. Take your people there. And from there they assembled all the boxes, and this crate goes to Winburg, and this one to Bloemfontein, etc. But Marie Koopmans de Wet saw that this, you know, lady, if she can get a chance to be educated, she will be very good. So she had a lot of rich friends. They collected money, and they sent her off to Holland to go and learn for a nurse. So eventually, you know, she got very clever, and she became a matron. So she went down to what is that place called? Where the Americans bombed, like Vietnam. So during that period, a lot of women in Vietnam were raped by the soldiers.
Yeah.
So when she got to this place, she applied for a position in this hospital. So one morning she went with the superintendent, you know, doing ward, what you call it? Duty.
Yeah.
And they walked into this one room, and guess what happened? Here lies one of those British officers.
The one that
His
raped
leg
her.
was off, that raped her. Now you can imagine, when she saw him and he saw her, he sworn at her whatever he wanted to light his cigarette. And she said to him, but you don't speak to me. And she turned around, but she was so upset. So 3 days later she came back to the hospital, and they could not understand, and they thought, you know, because of the long journey from Holland, you know, to Vietnam, that she got ill. So when she did, you know, ward duty, she came, and then this room was empty. And she asked for, you know, but where's this soldier that was here 3 days ago? And they said he hanged himself, you know, in the showers. So after that she went to another country, also where women were abused and raped by the British soldiers. So this general, you know, the soldiers reported to him and said, listen, there's you know, this matron walking around, we're going to get into trouble. It seems like she wants to organize a riot with this woman. So they court-martialed her. And in the court, he actually then asked her, you know, where are you from? What are you doing? Are you busy organizing a riot, etc.? And she said no. And she explained to him what happened to her in that court. So when the court adjourned, in the afternoon she went to the general's, you know, secretary and asked him, can she have a meeting with him? And when she went back, she was told that he shot himself. So that was the other British
There you go.
officer
What a story.
that raped her. So her wish was, at the end of her life, no, it's such a sad story. Alice Draper is buried in Rustenburg. And she said, at the end of her life, if she dies, they must cremate her body. And the cremation, they adhered to it, for what she actually asked. And her ashes were thrown there while Alice Draper died in Rustenburg. So, sure, I mean, the poor women and kids, they had their time.
Yeah. Okay, this is just above where Paul Kruger's houses are on the farm, and look at the leaves between the black rocks. Isn't it beautiful? We're just going to walk up to the rock where Paul Kruger prayed. Do you want to just tell us a bit about that, Sarah?
So it's very simple. This rock that you'll see now is where Paul Kruger used to come and read every day. He would read his Bible and he would pray here. And Kruger was a very religious man. The Bible is the only book he ever read.
Wow.
And this
Sounds like Sina van Rensburg.
this rock
Yeah.
is where he would have sat and prayed.
Wow. So he would have sat there,
Yeah,
wow, and read his Bible.
yeah.
Gee. And there's the stone that tells the story. Wow, that's amazing. Extraordinary. It is the most incredible place when it comes to history, when it comes to the actual ambience, the trees that these thin trees that grow up between the rooms that you stay in. It forms like a canopy. In fact, if you go to Google Earth and you zoom into Kedar, you'll see that the buildings are kind of lost under this canopy of trees. It is absolutely amazing. There's king of the Morawaki tribe, 1844 to 1891. Again, a statue made out of metal, absolutely magnificent. This is as you come through reception, and right next to the entrance is the Lord Roberts. Here we are, Lord Roberts' conference room or boardrooms, and it was in this particular building that I handed over the proclamation by Roberts that Kruger had fled the country, and yeah, it was behind that wall there, and that's now going to have a very good home here at this amazing hotel. Wow. Everywhere there's just more and more information, and here you find out information about that statue. The pools, the ponds, the statues I've talked about, the rooms, the armory room, And how long have you worked here?
It's been 2 years, I think.
Sorry?
2 years.
2 years, okay. Wow, look at that, up on the walls. What a setting, huh? Look at all those guns. My gosh.
There's so many.
Oh, wow. And this is called the Armory Restaurant.
Yes, sir.
How many people can sit in here?
Close to 100
100, wow. And you got the other little restaurant
at the bar.
with the bar, yeah. Wow. I love it. Wow. There are these little plaques all over the place, or little bit of memorabilia. Miniature medals, there you go. My dad gave me his miniature medals. And these are the different generals, I guess. There's Lord Kitchener, He was an ugly bugger. Who's this guy? Sir George White. This is where we were having breakfast this morning. Look at that buffet. This is a buffet breakfast. Look at that. And above your heads you can see some of the different badges for different commandos or groups, and the flags behind.
Okay, I'll give it to you. That's brown and white.
POW Lounge, the Prisoner of War Lounge, where you can see some of the old coins that the British and the Boers carved while they were incarcerated because of boredom. They had nothing better to do. They had an old, let's say, an old Kruger sixpence, and what they would do is they would dig out all the metal between Kruger's face and the rim, and you'd just see poor Kruger then. They'd put a pipe in his mouth or a hat on his head saying, "This old stupid Boer." The artifacts there are just fascinating. As I said, if you're a student of history, you can't miss this iconic hotel. For me personally, as a historian, especially loving South African history as much as I do, without doubt, without question, it is the best hotel I have stayed at in my life. I only had one night there, but everything about it is just perfect. And you know, it was so lovely. I stayed in what was called one of the lake rooms, and you overlook the lake. And I'll show you a photograph of that in the photos that follow, or the videos that follow. Absolutely fantastic. I just, and as I say, it's only 20 kilometers from Sun City. So if you want to get away from the glitzy, casino type environment of Sun City, but you playing golf at Sun City or something like that, this is a no-brainer. You just come and stay at Kedar. Let me show you some videos. Oh, and did I mention that if you have got some extra spare time on your hands, they've got an amazing game conservatory that you can go through, and you can see sable, impala, All the types of buck you can think of, they're all there. And this huge historic dam that I referred to in an earlier video, of course, Paul Kruger's house, etc., etc. But it is a beautiful, beautiful oasis. Harim.
Well, I told him when he arrived, you better produce it again. And he's produced, so those 2 calves he produced last year, and we only got him the year before. Those 2 calves he produced, and then he just produced these 3.
Wow.
Which means we had, what success rate? We had 3 out of 4 mothers, we had 3 babies. So that's pretty good.
It's amazing how
And
the
that other one
females...
looks quite pregnant. You can see at the back she's opening up there by her
Yeah.
lady pass. And you can see how heavy she is on her tummy. So they're all forward ready.
You can see how he's sort of controlling the whole
eyes are
situation.
not so happy, eh?
Yeah,
He's too good.
Yeah,
That's right.
just give them a little shot.
that's amazing. All right. Just minutes away from South Africa's premier tourist spot, Sun City. And believe me, I have stayed at Sun City, and it's got nothing on Kedar.